AITA for reporting this guy for harassment and leaving a review. Update: he contacted me through a different account, with different name and location to tell me that he feels bad but that I deserved it and he still doesn't see what he did wrong. My boyfriend is telling me to tell him that this is now harassment and to block him, but now I am actually worried this is going to escalate, so I use a certain app to sell some stuff that I don't want anymore. I have been using it for years and lately I have been more active because I am moving soon, so I need to get rid of a lot of things ASAP. I always try to be nice and I send everything fast. So far I haven't had any complaints. A week ago a guy sent me a request for a book. He agreed on my price, so I told him I'd send it next day. Usually conversations end there, but he continued the conversation, started asking me about a group because of some albums I was selling and asking me who they are, etc. I felt uncomfortable, so I ended the conversation. Next day he texts me in a very friendly way, as if we were friends. I didn't know if he had any doubt, so I asked him and he said no, that he just wanted to talk. Didn't reply. Some days later he received the item and I made sure everything was okay. After he confirmed and out of the blue he told me I was very pretty. Again, very uncalled for and uncomfortable. I didn't say anything, but I left him a review saying that everything went well but that I didn't feel comfortable with him. He started messaging me today saying that I am an asshole, that he's been working on his account for years and that I ruined his star account. He said he was telling me all those things because I lead him, that he didn't think calling me pretty or asking me for personal stuff was bad and that he was trying to be nice. I told him I felt uncomfortable and he had no right to call me pretty or start random conversations with me because we weren't friends. He said he was gonna try to ruin my reputation in the app and have me banned. He left a review in my profile saying I was insane and that I threatened him, that I was crazy and that he didn't recommend buying from me. He was still insulting me on private, calling me unstable and ungrateful and telling me he was gonna ruin me. I reported him for harassment and blocked him, so his account may actually get taken down after years of him being active. AITA: did I overreact? NTA: you did not overreact at all. This guy is a stalker and you need to ensure he has no way of contacting you again. You made sure that your conversation were focused on the transaction and cut off personal stuff. He was using the transaction as a conduit to personal interaction. You were right to warn against him. His response proves your discomfort was correct. Who randomly calls people pretty? Let me put it this way. You are talking with someone to buy things from your company, and out of the blue they say you are handsome or pretty. Then you say you are uncomfortable, then that harass you because you are uncomfortable and try to ruin your company because of that. Same situation, smaller version. NTA: creeps. Very desperate creeps. NTA: this guy is a real creep and should have known complimenting you after you stopped replying was weird as duck, especially when considering recent events and in general how many girls end up getting stalked off the back of social media. Make sure you have the texts saved and try and contact them to get the review left by him taken down. I am on it. I don't know if I will get a reply, but I'd like to get that review taken down. You go to my profile and first thing you see is this girl is unstable. Just because you thought you could call me pretty and I didn't like it, I am unstable. I feel awful. NTA: you are probably not the first person he's done this crazy shit to, and if they had reported it and held firm he might not have had the opportunity to do it to you. If he didn't want to be publicly branded as a creep he could always stop acting like one. Heck, number dude's a creep. You were nicer than I would have been. NTA: male, female, non-binary folks alike, a transaction is not a date. The means to start a conversation is not an excuse to have one. Basic politeness is not encouragement. And unless someone asks you how they look, do not volunteer your thoughts. If you are on a dating app engaged actively in a conversation with someone actively seeking to connect with you, the rules may shift in favor of thoughtful compliments unless you are both mature adults seeking something different and the ground rules are set. Until then, and only if then, keep it to yourself. Please subscribe.